Hello everyone and welcome to today's morning market. So today we're going to focus in on yesterday's stock market moves and also the recent Bank of Japan meeting. Okay, so let's start with the Bank of Japan meeting and what happened. So the Bank of Japan, they concluded their two-day meeting yesterday and they decided to keep interest rates on hold. So they decided to keep interest rates at 0.5%. That was very much in line with what was expected by the market. It was very much in line with expectations. And this comes ahead of both the US and the UK central bank meetings later this week, where both central banks are expected to keep rates on hold. But let's just dig into just a little bit more around what actually came out of the meeting. So when we actually look through the minutes of the Bank of Japan meeting, there's quite a lot of focus on tariffs and a lot of focus on what Donald Trump is expected to announce. So he's expected to announce reciprocal tariffs and sector-specific tariffs on April the 2nd. So just looking at the minutes and some quotes here, the Bank of Japan say, high uncertainty surrounding Japan's economic activity and prices, including the evolving situation regarding trade. They also note within their notes that Japan's economy has recovered moderately, although some weakness has been seen in part. Now, what could actually happen next with the Bank of Japan overall? Now, analysts' expectations are for the Bank of Japan to hike interest rates later this year. However, they need to see evidence that real wage increases are percolating through the economy first before they're actually willing to go ahead and do that. And what you'll see is investors listening in to today's press conference for further clues to the direction and the timing of interest rate moves. Now, what happened yesterday in asset markets? So after two positive trading sessions in the US, we actually saw quite a challenging day for US equities and particularly the big US tech companies. So Tesla was down around about 5% on the day. Investors are awaiting detail from the Federal Reserve meeting, which will come through later today, just to any clues around how the US central bank are thinking around inflation, how they're thinking around economic growth, and what their new projections could look like when they announce them later today. Outside of the US, actually a pretty decent day for ex-US equity. So you saw emerging market equities, the standout performer overall. Within fixed income, not too much to talk about, very little moves overall, although gold, the standout performer. So gold was up around about 1.2% on the day. That's everything from me. Please tune in to Morning Markets tomorrow, where we'll give you a little bit more information around what came out of the Fed meeting. Thank you.
This video is not a recommendation or personal financial advice. With investing, your capital is at risk. Investments can fluctuate in value and you may get back less than you invest.